Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brian. Listen, if you're not fitting in at work, there's the possibility that you're probably either one of two things now. You're either in the wrong line of work, and so you're unhappy there, and that unhappiness now is causing maybe some, attitude or just some perceived malcontent with where you are, right? And if you're surrounded by people who love what they do and they're fired up about being at that company or at that job, sometimes they can take offense to that and make you feel a little bit on the outside. The other thing is you could just be surrounded by the wrong kinds of people. If you're a very spiritually grounded kind of person, you might not feel like you fit in the gambling industry or in the adult entertainment industry, for example, right? So you could just be surrounded by the wrong kinds of people. Coincidentally, if you're the kind of person that, absolutely loves gambling and drinking and partying and hanging out, right, you might not necessarily feel right at home working at the YMCA or something like that, right? So not that any of those things have to conflict with one another, but I think you know where I'm going with this. So if you're not fitting in at work, I think, you've really got two options there. You either have to analyze, am I happy here? And if I'm not, is that coming across in my personality? Is that causing some conflicts between me and my coworkers? Or am I, at odds with perhaps my coworkers and the people that I work with every day because I am a different kind of person than they are? I'm in the wrong environment for the kind of person that I am. And then you're just going to have to make some adjustments. I know for me, I've found myself at odds sometimes with people that I work with because I never liked the whole going to work for somebody else, 40 or 50 or 60 hours a week and having to ask permission for time off and permission for a day off, permission to leave early. I just never liked that. And I always kind of badmouthed it, right, to some of my coworkers. Well, some of them didn't appreciate that very much because they loved their jobs and they loved what they were doing, and they felt that I was telling them that they were dumb or silly or wrong for doing what they were doing. So I would find myself sometimes in not so great situations there. And I realized that what I needed to do was get out of there and come home and work for myself and run my own business and run my own operation. And that's what kind of fixed it for me. You can learn a little bit about that if you click the link below the video. It'll take you to workingwithbrian.com, and I'll show you the blueprint that I used in 2013 to create a really awesome income from home and work for myself. And I kind of got rid of that whole problem of not fitting in at work because I work in my home office, right? I work right here in this room, right? Just me, myself, and I. So if I'm not fitting in at work now, I got some real problems. I'm not fitting in with myself, right? But that might be a solution for you. But I think you look at those two things. Are you in the right kind of employment? Are you happy there? And are you in the right environment? In other words, are you surrounded by the kind of people that you enjoy being around that have similar values that you have? And if you can answer those two questions in the affirmative, then you should be fitting in just fine. But if either one of those questions is a little off, well, now you know why you may feel as though you're not fitting in at work.